Jeff Bezos, seen here at Trump's inauguration, really contemplating his life choices, asking himself how he got to this moment, just released a bombshell on Donald Trump, and the White House responded immediately. This is really causing chaos in the White House, which I love to see, and it's something that I really think more people need to do, more companies need to do. So Jeff Bezos, this one time, is leading the way, and happy 100 days. Did you know today is day 100 of Donald Trump's second administration? And here is how Fox is portraying it. President Donald Trump's accomplishments. They declassified the JFK files, ended federal support for paper straws, ended production of the penny. Wow. Really, really life-changing work to improve the country. And it is often the case, the Lincoln Project is out with a new ad, really fully contextualizing Trump's 100 days. And here it is.
Ask yourself, are you better off than you were 100 days ago? Trump came back, not to lead, but to punish. He purged loyal Americans from government, fired heroic generals, demanded loyalty over competence, turned the Justice Department into his revenge machine. Let this guy steal your private data and wreck Social Security. Our allies betrayed. Ukraine sold out to Putin, turning our government into a police state, kidnapping American citizens, sending innocent people to foreign hellholes, snatching students off the street for tweeting. Then came the tariffs, markets crashing, retirements wiped out, America isolated, weak, China winning the trade game. He pardoned terrorists and criminals. This isn't a second term. It's Trump's second chance to end America, and it's working. So no, you're not better off. You're not safer. Nothing is cheaper. The economy is worse. Our country is in danger. Just imagine what the next 100 days will bring.
Wow, that is pretty stunning. And they're right. Donald Trump is trying to destroy the country. And it is scary to think about with all the things the Trump administration has accomplished. I mean, it's really easy. It can take 10 seconds to demolish a building. It can take years to build one. Donald Trump is demolishing the country. Very easy to accomplish things when your sole accomplishment is tearing things apart. But it is terrifying to think about where we'll be in 100 days. But thankfully, people are waking up. They're waking up, and we are seeing that happen in real time. And also, companies are starting to show the American people that Trump's policies are going to negatively impact them. I think the Trump administration was hoping that companies would just eat the costs of the tariffs. Well, that's not happening. And here is what is happening, is that the Trump administration just got this bombshell this morning that Amazon, the largest retailer in the world, is going to begin to display tariff costs for consumers on its website. Punchbowl News reported this earlier today, a move that was termed as hostile and political by U.S. President Donald Trump's administration. I'll have that moment for you in just a second. The e-commerce giant will soon show how much Trump tariffs are adding to the price of each product, Punchbowl said, citing a person familiar with the plan. I think this is so smart. I actually tweeted this a couple of weeks ago, that they need to put this into the price. Don't bake it in, but show the cost of the tariff, because one, people need to know why this is happening. And two, it's just good to be transparent, because we also don't want companies to just be raising the prices if they're not affected by tariffs. So I think this is the way to go. And this obviously has really irked the Trump administration. I have this moment for you in a second. But the reason why Amazon is doing this is because sellers are starting to pull out because of Trump's tariffs. Here's a little bit about that. Some third-party merchants who previously sold China-made goods during Amazon's premier July shopping event are setting out this year or reducing the amount of discounted merchandise they offer. So Amazon is the largest retailer in the world. If this is happening to them, of course this is happening to many other people too. And UPS has announced 20,000 job cuts, 73 facility closures, because Amazon is reducing volume. So this is what we're going to, this is the ripple effect. This is the ripple effect of this insane economic proposal Trump has enacted. And here is Scott Bessent trying to talk his way out of it.
Thank you, Caroline. A question for you and Secretary Bessent. We talk a lot about volatility and uncertainty in the marketplace, and the president has stated all along that he's more concerned about mainstream America, the American worker. You just talked about deregulation and this entire fair trade and reciprocals. What is your message to the American people in terms of letting them get through this disturbance and the outcome being greater and a greater good for the American worker, the American people, the American families?
I would say trust in President Trump. There's a reason he was reelected to this office. It's because of the historic success of his economic formula in the first term. And as I laid out at the beginning of the briefing and the Secretary has talked about and the President talks about every day, there's a proven formula that works.
This trust Trump. I love that the question was for Scott Bessent and she took it. And they're also got asked very point blank about Amazon's new policy of displaying prices for tariffs. And here's how they responded. It's an insane response.
So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise because, as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American.
Wow. They were like prepared for this question. They printed out that Jeff Bezos is tied to China somehow.
This is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon and Secretary.
It's not hostile at all to just tell your customers why things are going to cost more. By the way, and here's something that we never talk about enough, is that in 2016, I will never let this go. I will never let this go. Donald Trump, his whole goddamn campaign it was a great call and response. I mean, I'll give him that. But it was like we're going to build the wall and Mexico's going to pay for it. We're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it. Well, we didn't build a wall, and the wall that we did build, guess who paid for it? We did. And this is the same thing. Like, we're going to enact tariffs and they're going to pay for it. No. We're paying for it. You're paying for it. Things are getting much more expensive. Here is a final example of that because Tesla, which tracks prices, is now tracking price increases over the past week. And here are just some highlights. Abercrombie jeans up 33%, Amazon Echo up 38.5%. Barbies are up almost 50%, but look at all this stuff. Mesh baskets, I mean, I don't know why, but everything, 38%, 44%. Sink side caddy, 44%. A replaceable head walnut scrubber, it's all going up. Refillable spray bottles, they're $10 because of the tariff price, 25%. Things are going to get more expensive, and this is the make or break moment for when I think Americans are going to finally wake up and say no more.